Hello guys, in this video I'm just going to talk briefly about my future videos and thoughts and ideas about them, as well as answer a couple frequently asked questions that I get a lot from you guys or in comments or through different things. So I'm going to start out with future videos. There is a big new kind of like series coming up. I'll talk about that in a second. What you can expect in the future is, I want to upload a Nightbane run. I don't know why, but just powering through one of those. I don't know. I'll just upload it, and a few people will watch it, and one person in the world will be happy to see it. So I'll upload that, and there will be some more Mythic Plus. They get a surprising amount of views, even though I upload a lot of them. I I like doing the 15 pluses. You can actually get decent chance at gear from them, which is really nice. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to do those as well as doing like more 18s to 20s, especially in time. I want to do a 20 or like a 22, something like that in time, and upload it. And I think we're capable of doing that with my group, so be on the lookout for that. And I will be uploading my first mythic kills as well. Um, I'm 4 of 10 mythic right now with my guild, so next one I just released Crosis like yesterday or something, and we'll be doing more of those. So every time I get a mythic kill, then I'll be uploading my perspective of it. And so then I just want to I want to ask you guys, like, what do you guys like seeing? I know I do the Mythic Plus. I do like kill videos. Um, I do like tips videos, like kind of tips and tricks and stuff. There will be more of that stuff coming in time. Um, I really need to save up and like buy a editing software or something because it's hard to make an extensive like guide video without having any editing tools whatsoever. So I just kind of have to YOLO it, and it's not something I really like doing because it's very hard to not screw it up or to ramble onward uh, for minutes on end. So I'll be working on something like that, but my next big like kind of series or something will be specific Nighthold boss guides. What I'm going to do is this coming week on Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever we do our heroic clear, as well as mythic, but we're going to be starting with heroic, is I'm going to record all my kills for this coming week, and I'm going to be pretty much talking. I'm like, after it's done, I'm going to like be watching the video and commenting over it, pretty much my thoughts and my guides, like positioning nuances and different things and everything that I do on these bosses and what's going through my head um, while I'm doing them, to try to get you guys a good idea of what you should be doing or try to emulate that, because uh, I feel like I've been doing fairly well so far in Nighthold, and a lot of people ask about that. So I'm going to be doing those for all the mythic bosses. Expect those out next week, as well as mythic bosses as well. Those are probably going to be the more highly sought after ones. Like I said, I'm 4 of 10 mythic, so I will be uploading these as fast as I can, but that will be, the schedule of those is going to be based off of our progression. If we just hit a wall and can't kill any bosses, then those are going to be coming a little slower. Alright, so that is pretty much it for future videos, but I wanted to talk about a couple frequently asked questions that I get all the time in the comments. One of them is my UI. I did make a video like, I don't know, less than a week ago that talks about my UI, like everything, every add-on that I use and everything on the screen. So if you're interested in my general just UI that I use, then definitely check that out. Another question I get all the time is my lack of weak auras. Yes, I don't use any weak auras to track any of my cooldowns or potion or power of the maelstrom procs or elemental focus procs or flame shock duration. None of that stuff. I don't use those. I try to keep my UI very minimal and clean, and I don't want that cluttering it up. As well as I really, really like that I get an extra challenge of not needing to rely on them and still be able to perform at a very high level. Um, yeah, it's not for everyone, and I don't recommend that you do that. I just like doing it, and because it makes me feel really good that I can put out numbers that I do and do well in these fights, even though I don't have weak auras like right here or wherever, right around the middle, tracking everything for me. So that is just one of the main things that I don't use it for. I have in the past. I mained a Boomkin last expansion. I had the whole shebang, tracking all my Star Surge charges and my dots, and if Starfall was active, my Alk and Frenzy procs, my Eclipse bar back and forth was going. I had everything, but I decided that in Legion I'm not going to do that for the Elemental Shaman. So for those asking, I just keep track of it normally. Look at buffs, look at different things. I memorize things and certain nuances of the rotation and knowing that I'm going to have elemental focus at certain points. So, yep, that is pretty much where I'm at on that. Alright, so the next frequently asked question I get is, do I play anything other than Ascendance? Yes, kind of. I really like Ascendance. I really like this spec a lot. It's super fun to me. I don't know, just hurling meatballs and just doing like a lot of like really high sustained burst damage over the course of like pretty much about 30 seconds to a minute. You get that sustained like over a million. I can sustain over a million DPS after a minute of a fight, and that is just it's really awesome to me. I love that so much. I will sometimes go Lightning Rod, and I will be forced to for certain progression fights in Mythic Nighthold. Um, I don't know. Lightning Rod's just kind of boring to me. It's just a passive, boring talent, but if it's going to be way better on some fights, then I might just need to use it and just deal with it. Ice Fury, it is useful in some fights, like Trilliax and like Crosis, it can be good on. Most people run Ascendance on Crosis, actually, but some people do run Ice Fury. There is a lot of movement, especially on Mythic. I did go with Ascendance on Mythic. I have not practiced Ice Fury enough because I haven't been playing it. I played it a lot on the PTR, and just to test it out, and like with my gear and my stats, Ascendance it sims higher for me right now. So that is why I do that, and it's just more fun. It is the easy spec, I guess you could say, but that's just me. I'm too much of a noob, so I need that easy spec. And I should have written this down because there's one more question I get all the time that I am now drawing a blank on. It's really unfortunate. I guess for the last part of this video, I'll just do a 1-minute DPS test, I guess, just to see, just to back up my point, hopefully, that I can do over a million sustained. I'm not going to Flask or Augment Rune. Normally I would for these, but not going to. So, yeah, let's get started with this then. So just going through the rotation. Got a nice Whispers proc right there. Oh man, the DPS is so nice. It's nice, but then it falls off. Almost done with this test. Yay, I'm still over a million. Whew. I'll be done in about 5 seconds, it looks like. And yep, right there. 1.05 after a minute. Not too bad. I'd be a little higher. Oh, look at that, a Whispers proc. How nice of it to proc right now. It would be a little higher if I was using a Flask and Augment Rune, but probably not by too much. Maybe 100,000, like maybe 1.1 something million. But yeah, that's I guess the end of this video. Yeah, expect some of those boss guides coming up. I hope people will like them. I do get a lot of questions about positioning and stuff, so that should solve those, hopefully. I hope everything will come out great. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much.